Hi everybody, my name is Jennifer and I am a speech language pathologist. And if you want to know if speech therapy is the job for you, then you're going to want to keep on watching. As I said before, I am Jennifer and this is Giddy Jen SLP. I am a speech language pathologist. I got my CCCs, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. I got that in 2022. I graduated December 2021 and I couldn't love my job anymore. I definitely graduated and went into a field I did not want to work in, but has been such a blessing to me and hopefully to my students. And so I just kind of want to chit chat today. I know I've been putting out videos about the top 5 for this and for that, but I wanted to have a serious conversation about, is this the right path for you? Because there's just so many aspects to it. So we're going to dive right in and get started, and I'll just kind of give you a few things to think about, and I'll try to pop up definitions as I go along. Number 1, what does it take to become a speech language pathologist? You do have to have a bachelor's degree. It does not have to be in communication disorders, though I feel like having those courses really do help, but it is not mandatory. They make you take extra classes, but you have to graduate with your master's in communication disorders. And of course, there are other programs available, like bridge programs, I believe. That way, if you already have maybe your master's and you're just looking to, become a speech therapist, you can always talk with a college representative or look on ASHA. You will want to know everything about ASHA if you are thinking about becoming a speech therapist. Okay, so number 2, you've graduated. What happens first? So you will go through about a year of a clinical fellowship. So you will choose a job, and for it takes about a year. And once you obtain those hours, your clinical fellowship supervisor will kind of let you know, just be in close contact with that person, and he or she will help you fill out the appropriate paperwork to get your C's. What in the world are your C's, might you ask? Your C's are your Certificate of Clinical Competence. And what that basically says is that, hey, you went through the training and you did all of this. You went from your CF and now you have your C's. You are a speech therapist. I made a really big deal out of it when that happened to me, but I knew a lot of other friends who were like, whatever, I got my C's, it's cool. I was just excited. I don't know. I went from having to sign my name, blah, 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 MCD, CF/SLP to MCD, CCC/SLP. I will have that down there too. And what this stands for is, first you're going to have your master's that you graduated with. So you will have Masters of Communication Disorders, or some people just have MS, Masters of Science. Whatever you graduate with, that will show up there, and then then you will have your CCC-SLP, Speech Language Pathologist. There you go. And if you want to know more about being a grad student and what to expect, let me know down in the comments below, because I'd be more than happy to talk about it. I went, and actually not for speech, I had speech while in middle school. So because I had a lisp, I kind of knew what speech therapy was about. Actually, when I started out, I wanted to be a CODA, which is an occupational therapy assistant. And I tried to get into the program twice. I just wanted to have an associate's degree, something that could let me earn more money, because I was working as a front desk receptionist and I was doing medical billing and I was not getting paid very much. I decided to go to obtain my associate's degree and become a CODA, but I did not. And I tried 2 years, didn't get in, but I did not quit school. I enjoyed college. I went to college when I was 33. I loved it. So I went and I shadowed an occupational therapist and a physical therapist, and I thought, well, maybe physical therapy is right for me. Something told me, you know what? Go talk to the people of speech therapy, which I did not know it was called communication disorders. So I went and spoke with somebody in the communication disorders program, and she all but had me signed up. And I was so excited because I remember being in 6th and 7th and 8th grade, I believe. I loved speech therapy. I would skip class to go see my speech therapist. I'm not telling you to do that. If you're a student watching this, please don't do that. My kids know better. If y'all find me, you know better. Anyways, yeah, so I would go see her. I loved her. My best friend was working on her R's. We would work on them together. She would go, and I'd go, and it was perfect. Graduated at the age of 40, and I am now 44, so meant to be. I wanted to give a little bit of a backstory, and that is how I became a speech therapist. So what are some of the ways that you can tell, hey, you know what? Like, if you want some kind of checklist, let's put up a little checklist. I'm gonna like scoot over and put up a little checklist. Number 1, do you like to do you like to help people? If you like to help people, this could be the field for you. Number 2, I feel like you also have to enjoy listening to people. I feel like every speech therapist loves to talk. You know who you are. Do you love to talk? Yes, you do. We do. We love to talk. And so it's all about not just talking, but also listening. Number 3, I feel like if you enjoy being in a diverse place, like an area full of diversity, this could totally be for you. Number 4, which 3 kind of leads me to this, you're not confined to one population. You could get a job where you're working with birth to 12th grade. You can get jobs where you're in schools, where you're out of schools. You can get jobs at hospitals. You could take it a step further. You could work with transgender people who are trying to make that change. I believe that there are speech therapists that train actors that actually speak other languages, and there's also I know that there are speech therapists who help people who have moved here try to learn how to speak better English. I feel like the list of opportunities that we do it's just endless almost. Some people work with pediatric feeding. You could work with adults. You could work with teenagers. That's my jam. And so if you want to work with all populations, or you're curious or interested, this could be the job for you. Another thing is advocating for others. If you want to give somebody a voice, this job is totally for you. There are people who cannot communicate and it's hurting them either academically, socially, physically, whatever the case may be. You can step in and be that person's advocate. I have been an advocate for so many teenagers, and I want to keep on doing that because I absolutely love it. I've kind of already touched on this, but growth in yourself, growth in others. You could start out working in pediatrics where you're teaching kids, that communication as a child, you're helping them learn how to speak, say their sounds. With feeding, again, you can work with that, or you can work with stroke victims. You can work with adults who have, their own challenges. There's just so many things that you could do. So another thing with growth is if you have a burnout where, I've been a speech therapist for 10, 15, 20 years, and I just feel like there's more for me. You can do more. There's a doctorate program that you could go through where you can become a teacher at a college for communication disorders. You could become an audiologist. You could become a SPED teacher. There are so many other careers that can branch out from being a speech language pathologist. If you have 1, 2, or all of these, I say definitely look into it. Alright, so if you feel like this could be the job for you, definitely check out ASHA. They have everything you need. They have a search bar where you can search for schools in your area. And the thing that I would say to do if you are, right out of high school, then go ahead and try to find you a communication disorders program, the bachelor's program. If you've already graduated from high school and you do have a bachelor's, then look into the Master of Communication Disorders, because I feel like there are programs for that as well. Just my biggest thing is ASHA. They have everything that you need to know. If you want to know further details like what you need to graduate and all of that kind of information, definitely leave a comment down below. Let me know, because I would love to share all the tips with you, because you know what, as speech language pathologists, we are a community of people and we need to share resources with each other. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment down below if you are a speech language pathologist. I would love to know, what population are you working with? Are you a medical speech therapist? Are you a school-based speech therapist? Do you work with peds? Where do you work? And if you are thinking about becoming a speech therapist, tell me where you are at in your journey. And again, I will always be able to answer questions if you have any. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.